sweet. You take Shamans. Dude, I got this cool thing to show you. Really, man? Yeah, it's far out and technical and stuff. Awesome. Yeah. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Cool.
Hey everybody, welcome to Tech Shamans. How you doing, Adam?
Great.
Are you coughing?
Not
Are you
yet.
sick?
No.
Are you a carrier?
I'm not a carrier.
We are social distancing. See, there's at least
Yeah.
5
Okay.
feet. 5 feet. 5 feet. There we go. We're good. Yeah, be careful. You just moved out of your own camera.
Yeah. Jeez.
So today we're actually going to talk. We're going to talk about the COVID-19. Now, look, I know the last couple of shows we poo-pooed it, and I did, and I'm still not. I'm still not completely sold that it's as bad as everybody thinks it is. But I understand. I don't want anybody out there to not do what they're supposed to do. If you're supposed to stay home, stay home. We're a media outlet. So, I get all these people, are we shooting shows? Yeah, I'm a media outlet. Even if they go martial law lockdown, which they're not going to do, but they'll probably do a mandatory stay home, blah, blah, blah. I am media. Mm-hmm. I am going to be here because that's what we do.
Exactly.
We're not going to shut down just because we're internet. That doesn't work that way. As a matter of fact, it's really not to digress, not to bunny trail too much, but last night we were I owe money. Last night we were watching Talking Dead after The Walking Dead, and they did everything from home.
That's great.
Everybody was home. It's amazing. It's like they were breaking new technology, and I'm going, been doing that since 2003.
And our internet service providers are screaming, "Please slow down, everyone!
Stop! You're killing us, man."
We're overloaded.
It is what it is. But I don't know. Stay home. Do what you're supposed to do. If you don't feel comfortable going out, don't go out.
Right.
That's the way I tell everybody. I have a ton of people that, it's kind of funny is everybody, they'll fight with me on Messenger or on Facebook, right? Mm-hmm. But then they'll private message me, what do you really think? And then we'll get in this deep discussion. They're like, oh, I never thought of it that way. Yeah. Because I am the very troll that everybody hates. And I'll just throw crap up there just to see. And I love these people. Well, you should check fact these. I said, I just did. You did it for me.
Right.
I just put it up there. Let you do the work. Either you're going to be happy or not happy. It is what it is, right? So that's what I do.
I don't know. Just if you're sick, though,
stay home.
Definitely stay home.
God, yeah.
I mean, just don't.
Well, see, look, Walmart delivers, Publix delivers, Winn-Dixie's now delivering, Aldi is not delivering. Sam's Club. I'll make you a deal. If you need something delivered to your house, and if I have the time, you order it, pay for it, I'll go pick it up because I got a big-ass truck, and I'll bring it to you. It's that simple.
Ask for help. Ask for help.
So speaking of asking for help, I'm going to have Rob throw this lower third up. If you have Cash App, because we are a media outlet and because some of my clients are going, we're not going to come in, we're going to postpone for a month or two. WeBeam TV is going to take a hit, but to stay on air, I'm doing my best. So we have put up a support the station, and if you have Cash App, you can go and just put whatever you want to put in there.
Just scan the QR code.
Scan the QR code. Rob will put the bigger version up later because we kept telling everybody, kept going, it's too small, we can't get it. So every now and then he'll throw it up there. Maybe we'll make a nice little graphic for it or something like that. But yeah, so we're doing the Cash App. So throw some money in here. Friday night, we beat Michael. He was willing to take whooping. I have a 55-inch longboard. We were spanking him. So, but anyway, let's jump into this. So if you do have to work for home, let's talk about this work for home thing. All right. If you do if you do need to work from home, what is the best way to get started? Because most people don't even know to get started.
Right. Best thing to do is make sure your computers are, up to date, have the latest software. Find out if it doesn't. I've seen multiple people been taking the computers like out of their closet that they've had for years and
Old
haven't
technology.
they haven't even haven't used it or touched it in a while. For instance, we had a client come in. They were given a computer from their old job, and they were told that they need to start remoting from home, and they didn't know what to do. They need the latest software. They need the latest. Technically, you don't need the latest and greatest hardware right now. Like for instance, Windows operating system can run on some pretty limited hardware as long as your machine originally came with Windows 7. You'll be able to upgrade it to Windows 10 and go ahead and utilize the latest software. But yeah, just definitely start with a fresh, clean plate. Make sure you have a good internet connection. Make sure you get that worked out. From there, most of the time, your IT department at your office location will set you up either remotely or in the office prior to needing to make sure that you're ready to remote from home. But usually, starting off with a good, fresh, clean plate is the best solution I can say to get working properly. You don't want all this crud all over your computer. You've been gaming on it and doing this and doing that and stuff.
Pornhub.
And you got it all filled up and running super slow. You're not going to have a good experience, and you're not going to please your IT department, because if they go in there to start setting you up for either their VPN service to tunnel into the work network, or if they're going to be doing some kind of remote software, they're going to need to make sure that your computer's safe and that you're not going to infect their systems, because on top of just remoting in, working from home, these IT professionals have to also monitor the work network to make sure that they're not going to get jeopardized, because
Right.
this is a big this can lead to some big issues. People unwelcome people coming into networks that are not needing to be there. So
Okay, so old technology can be made new, except for if you walk in with an XP, you're like, no, that's
that's not gonna.
By the time by the time you pay to get that fixed, you have a system sitting there now that's like $500-600, right?
Yeah,
that's ready to rock and roll.
Oh yeah, we have systems in stock. We even have.
Don't take in an XP machine and going, hey, can you make it work? No.
And we even have some technology in stock. For instance, if you have children in school right now that you're needing to get online relatively quickly, and you don't have enough computers, we have some towers. If you can source a monitor, keyboard, and mouse, we have some towers. The low cost are like $55 a piece. They were earmarked for another group,
Right.
but we're just going to repurpose them for
like a workstation.
Yeah, just a regular the regular desktop workstation somebody
Okay.
can utilize for their children and stuff. So I think we have about 6 of them, 7 in stock still.
So here's my suggestion from a guy that used to work from home a lot, because at one point in time I had another business that I ran out of the house. I suggest you having a separate room, if at all possible. If you need to either be wireless or run a cable to your modem, so that way you're not going to be glitchy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, definitely.
Every hour, get up and stretch.
Yes.
Just to kind of get yourself a little bit of and just breathe.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. I have never in my life seen people so crazy that you would think we were getting hit by a Cat 5 hurricane.
Yeah.
The way people are storing up stuff. I mean,
I
it's
think
ridiculous.
people are just. I think they've just gone way overboard, because I do understand the whole the freaking out thing, but the hoarding of stuff to this extent, especially so early in the game,
Right.
has left us with such limited supplies for the people that are either living paycheck to paycheck, or just trying to get out there, or even the elderly who live under they got their Social Security checks getting ready to come in
Right.
April. They can't go shopping. They can't get nothing. I mean, we've already destroyed most of the shopping supplies out there.
The CEO from and I read this the other day. Actually, I read this yesterday. CEO of Kroger, one of the Publix CEOs, one of the Winn-Dixies, and one of the Walmarts, said if everybody would stop
Right.
today and just shop as if it was normal. Within a week and a half, the supply chain would regenerate where we would never run out again.
Right, exactly.
But right now, you got to go in, and I literally see, and my wife, you know, she has got her own thing going. So I'm the house guy that kind of watches everything. And yes, I'm a conspiracy theory. I think this stuff's been here since November. I think it's what shut my studio down.
I was sick. I was sick in around December, January.
Yep.
Yeah, real bad.
Yep. Well, our whole studio was out.
Yeah.
Everybody in the studio was, and I went and tested, and it wasn't influenza. They're like, well, we don't know what it is. It's just not it's not flu.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and this is, everything I had is exactly what that was probably the worst it ever happened. But I incarnated and vitamin C and vitamin D myself to the point where, I could have probably killed anything. But so Delynn went to the store the other day, and we're just shopping as normal. So and it's kind of funny. We have 5 people in the house. So for us to go and get a full, if you go to, we go to Sam's Club, get the full thing of toilet paper, that's normal.
Yeah,
I didn't get 2 or 3, right? So, and plus I have studio stuff. So toilet paper and all that kind of crap, I'm good with.
Right.
So she went to get breakfast stuff.
Right.
Right, because the weekend was coming. Our normal thing, we get up, we have breakfast.
That's the
we
one
have
thing you
bagels.
run out of fastest.
Right. So she got bagels.
Right.
And a loaf of bread, because that's our typical Saturday or our weekend, right? Oh, choose one. Since Publix, you got to choose one. And she goes, well, they're not the same thing. And why am I only choosing one? She goes, well, they are like blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, my God. Mm-hmm. It got crazy. It surprised her. And I keep seeing these news flashes come in on my phone about how the cases have jumped up. 1,700 now.
Yeah.
And here is the thing. If there was enough tests for everybody in the U.S. as of right now, that number would be in the millions.
Yeah,
because everybody's a carrier.
Well, look at Italy, for instance. They're saying that Italy's numbers are so high because they just went crazy with the testing. It is what it is. The numbers are not going to be there unless you're testing for it.
Right.
And again, like earlier this year, the numbers weren't there. Nobody, if say for instance, that was what you had got when everybody got sick.
I think it was.
Nobody was testing back then for it.
Nope.
Okay. And even so be the case right now. They're only doing the really high end, really sick people.
Right.
So you really don't know what is spreading out there in the community
you have to
already.
qualify.
Yeah, you have to
tested
qualify.
now.
Yeah, people are getting sick and then going and hoping that they can get tested and finding out that they're not able to be tested, and you're not going to find the true numbers. So the numbers are a lot higher than what you're seeing in the news.
Oh, what? 50 times. I would put the number at 50 times higher than what you think.
Exactly, and people need to start, just use their head and think about that for a second, because it is what it is, and just be cautious, wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Try not to, because when you're being told not to do something, subconsciously, next thing you know, you realize that you do it a lot more often than you normally would.
Yeah.
So just be cautious and just watch the news. Just keep track of what's going on, and just remember that.
Don't freak out.
Yeah,
breathe.
don't freak out.
That's what I'm telling everybody. You just got to breathe. I went like this weekend. I worked on my RV. That's what I did.
Yeah, spend some.
And
I'm sure you got enough projects at home.
Oh, okay. So what we're going to talk about is one of the things everybody's talking about is the. He ran right through my camera. That is so funny. That's great. I love my guys here. We don't care. It's live TV. Get over it. So if you got a video conference, right?
Yeah.
There's a ton of platforms, right? There's a ton of platforms. Mm-hmm. But the ones that we use, let's go to the wide camera, and then we'll show this up there, is we use Zoom. We're big Zoom users. So, and they have been, to me, the most stable. Now, Zoom is free in the beginning,
right?
For only so many people. But if you need like 30, 40, 50 people, that's not going to be free.
Well, do you want me to tell you real quick how nice Zoom is?
Yeah, tell me.
To know the Florida Virtual School. just switched over to Zoom halfway through their second semester after winter break.
Right.
They came out of what they were using and switched over to Zoom.
Yeah.
So mid-course, they just switched their whole platform.
Right.
Which was a whole new learning curve for the students, but it worked out.
It's quick. It
worked
so
out
quick.
Right. And everybody's really liking it.
So here is we've got let's see, there's Ring Central, right? And then there's Intermedia AnyMeeting. There's Zoho, Click Meeting, Zoom, GoToMeeting, Microsoft Teams. I think that's one you were talking about.
Yeah, Microsoft Teams. You don't have to have the full Microsoft Office. You can download that as a separate item.
And then there's Cisco's WebEx, which I've used before. Blue Jeans, never heard of it, and then Join Me. So I'm going to jump over to the Microsoft Office 365. If you get it comes with it.
I think it's the $12.50 a month.
Yeah, right here
for the business edition.
Exactly.
Now, if you don't need the whole Office package, or
you can go to just Teams.
Yeah, you can just download Teams right now. Microsoft, it is a new item for Microsoft.
Right.
So everybody's a test bunny right now.
Right. So I heard the other day when there was one of the news stations was, oh yeah, you can always get together, have your own meetings, blah, blah. And they literally said the words Google Hangout. And I'm like, I was part of Google Plus. I don't think that exists anymore. I don't know.
It's not really Hangouts, but it's still the conversation piece. That's the messaging.
So it still is
inside,
there.
Yeah, it's still inside the.
And then there's the GoToMeeting, and so professional is $12, and the business side is $16. And if you want to enterprise, you got to call. But it is video sharing. With the $12 one, it's 150 participants. That's not too bad.
No.
It ain't going to be the greatest in the world, but it's okay. So then if you go to a Click Meeting, you get a free trial up to 25 people, 5 to 25, and that's only for 30 days. Hopefully this stuff is gone 30 but beyond 30 days, right?
Yeah.
And then they have, if you need to get more, they have more. Even the new iPhones 10 or above can do the FaceTime with a lot of people, but after about 10 people, it gets weird.
Yeah,
we tried it. It gets weird.
It's weird because when people start talking and then a face comes zooms.
Yeah, you're like, and if someone coughs, it's like you're like, okay, never mind.
Yeah, this is getting weird.
This is Zoho. Right, it's $18. This is really webinar stuff. All this stuff is made for webinars.
Right.
Zoom, every bit of it. That's all webinar stuff. But you can still use it. Mm-hmm. If you want to have a little get together, and because you're missing all your friends, and you all want to sit around and drink a bottle of wine with each other and talk and jibber jabber, it's a way to do it. Zoom is free. I keep going back to Zoom. Intermedia, never used them. Never used it. But now because of the whole coronavirus thing, it's free until 2021. So they're getting people hooked. Right? Not bad.
No, that's not too bad.
No, it's not bad.
That's nice, because
right.
I mean, really, their platform should be able to handle it.
Oh yeah.
Right now is a good way to test their platform and get some good
And then there's Ring Central.
Mm-hmm.
I've used them, and not one of those companies where I'm super impressed because I had them as a phone service for a while.
Yeah.
And anyway,
there's a lot of, believe it or not, there's a lot of large corporations that are using Microsoft Teams.
Is it?
Yeah.
See, I would be interested in seeing Teams. So, but anyway, so that's and this is coming from PC. PC Magazine, this is theirs, and we kind of agree with what's there. There's nothing there that I would say run away from. Now, Blue Jeans and Join Me, I don't know who they are, because the minute it's just pure free, it tells me that there could be issues, so they can't handle. I'm just telling you, you get what you pay for.
Exactly, yeah.
If it's free, I mean, Facebook will allow you to bring in 2 or 3 people, I do believe. But again, you're running on servers that you're not paying for.
Right.
So they're going to really limit. I mean, even I heard in Europe, Netflix has become so overwhelming for the for the internet provider over there that they're not going to rebuy down to SD.
Yeah. I mean,
They're kind of doing that now here. I was watching Spectrum. We have one TV that I said, and believe it or not, there's a TV guy saying no TV in that room. But we put TV. Because we all wound up being in there, and we were talking and blah blah. Blah. Then everybody would go separate ways to go watch TV. And I'm like, and she goes, let's put a TV. My wife said, let's put a TV in the no TV room. So we put a TV in there. So because I don't have internet and I don't have cable running that, we run off of Wi-Fi and my Apple TV. And I was watching the Spectrum app. And I noticed the dumbing down happening live. And it was like, you did it in pixelate. Yeah. And they were on 10 minutes pixelate and it would run back up high def. I'm like, no, you can't do that to me. I pay for that high def. I pay for that service. Yeah, if you're going to give me a break on my bill, all right, you can do it. But nope, not going to happen. All right, so let me get rid of some of these tabs that I've got open. You can go in front of it now because it's not on me. He's trying to sneak by. No, there's an outside door. What the hell's wrong with you? Okay, so there's a couple of sites that we've been dealing with. Come to me and he'll fix it. Bring the tape over. That would be your best thing. So how to debunk a COVID-19 conspiracy theory, because it's amazing that, I'm not a real doctor, but I play one on social media. We used to make fun of people like that a long time ago that would, but there's so many people out there that become the experts. Yeah. When I repeat stuff that we find on the CDC. Strictly.
Of course.
Now sometimes I'll put stuff out there because I'm waiting for the bait trollers to just take the bait and run with it, and it becomes a master debate. Get it? Master debate. So there are websites, and what we'll do is we'll put these in our Computech about where to go to find out whether or not these are. Now look, if you like, we get a lot of our information from The Verge, and they seem to be pretty dang good about sourcing their product. Sourcing their stories, and I've never really hit it where it was bad.
Exactly.
Go to there, go to The Verge, how to debunk the COVID-19 conspiracy series, and up here it says the novel coronavirus was not created in a lab. It was created in a lab. So this is the one I'm going to go. You need to go check your source on that, because that is wrong. So here is something. Now this is affecting your world in a way that So Best Buy is moving to curbside service.
Yeah. So you can't go in the stores.
Can't go in touch. Can't be a Kevin Hart and go in there and look at the virtual reality and fly little things and blah, blah, blah. Oh, by the way, if you see the QR code come up, that is how we're asking you to support WeBeam TV. We appreciate it. We're just trying to keep the lights on, keep going, and streaming a good service and whole 9 yards. But so now, what do? Pre-buy?
Supposedly what you're supposed to do is go on to the Best Buy app, check what's in store, which, not many people really know how to utilize the app properly. But you'll have to locate your local store, purchase it, and, do either store pickup and pick up the device or whatever that you're ordering. Returns are being handled from outside of the store also.
Wow.
Don't know if they're handling any kind of Geek Squad stuff, because, they used to do the, look at the stuff. That's going to be a whole different
Are you doing any of that?
No, I don't need to. We can maintain our store very clean environment. We're wiping down after each customer. We don't have a massive, large, touchy-feely location that people can come in and just touch everything. So, we have an ability to, maintain the store and stuff.
So what I'm hearing is before you call, before you get on Best Buy and stuff like that, call Adam.
Yes.
He might have what you need. You never know. I'm telling you right now. I've called him a couple times. Hey, I need this, and he's like, "Yeah, I got one. I'll send someone down." So, to me, it's
not just that. We can
shop local.
Shop local. Yeah.
Shop local. Damn it.
And if you don't want to come in, not a problem. We can do everything remotely. Most of our services can be performed over the internet. You can sit at home and have your computer tuned up and ready for, say, for instance.
Yes, you can, because he has done that for me.
Yeah. So if you need,
I'm really good at making things not work right.
Yeah.
I am the best at it. I'm just saying because I do things that you're not supposed to do. Now, I'm gonna ask you about this because it's kind of weird that GameStop is closing all of its storefronts to customers, but they were not going to.
Right.
I heard that they were trying to. Oh, there's another one I want to talk about. So.
Oh wow.
So GameStop they made the police sign up for a rewards card?
Yeah,
that is freaking
They're saying
awesome.
they weren't going to close down unless the police signed up for their rewards and stuff. But I did not see this one here.
Okay, so yeah, GameStop is going in California. They're closing the stores indefinitely.
Wow.
Why? Are there no gamers out there?
California gamers, they're just no longer.
So they're not even doing curbside. They're just saying we're out, we're done. Right?
Yeah, I mean that.
Push your tape up there. It came loose again.
Oh my goodness.
I know they got to get you a different one. I can't believe, Of course, then again, you can go online.
Well, the funny thing is GameStop says there that they were defending its decision to stay open, claiming it is essential retail. But the problem is most game purchases are now done online
Or download.
Yeah, download. I mean, it's all digital. Most of their business can be handled digitally. The only thing they're gonna, hardware sales are really not even. There's no really new hardware for them to be selling.
Right.
So I don't understand where they're trying to say that it was essential business to begin with.
That makes no sense to me
I think
all.
They had pure opportunity to go in and say, here's our website, purchase from us. We can give you a $2 or $3, price break on digital content. They could have ate up the market. And I don't think they took that. They have the email list. They could have sent it out.
Yep.
They could have really hit it hard, but and now they're just closing all their stores in California indefinitely. And now they're closing their retail stores after saying they were essential. But
it doesn't make any sense to me. But here's the thing: if I want a game that bad, I'm just gonna order it online and have it delivered.
Wow.
Period. Let it come in the mail.
Yeah.
I can wait a couple of days. Mm-hmm. If you really want it that bad, okay, pay for the overnight shipping.
The thing is, with current generation systems that are out today, everybody pretty much has one. Mm-hmm. So it's not like the new Xbox is out, the new PlayStation's out.
Yeah.
It's not like everybody's rushing to go trade in their system.
Nope.
So it didn't make any sense.
I've been watching myself on the stream. I keep hitting mine. I don't care. I'm not.
Keep doing it.
Actually, we have this stuff called Glove Coat.
Oh, okay. The liquid.
You put it on your hands, and it lasts 12 hours.
Oh, that's great.
Even if you wash your hands, it doesn't come off.
But you still touch your face.
Yeah. See, I'm touching my face.
At least your hands will be okay.
Yeah, that's true. So Amazon has. Let's just. Anthony's not here, so he'd be loving this. Amazon is going to temporarily stop shipping non-essential products in Italy and France.
This is already happening. Even now, they've taken things that are non-essential and put them on the back burner. First off, they're not filling the warehouses with non-essential items. They're basically telling their sellers, we'll get to you when we get to you.
Right.
And on top of that, they're prioritizing essential items to go out. So things that would normally, for instance, keep my business going, or even being able to get out to the community, like for instance, who would have thought that webcams would be in short supply? Webcams. I
can believe it.
Things that pretty much nobody ever used before because everybody has a camera on their laptop. And now today, you can't get your hands on webcams.
Well, yeah, and also if you're going to become a cam girl or a cam guy, not judging Not judging.
This is not the time to do this.
Not the camera. You can't use the camera on your laptop because it sucks. If people want to see high definition.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, a lot of things. Microphones, webcams, and headphone sets are, because everybody's doing work from home.
Right.
So laptops, Best Buy, Walmart, everybody. There's very short demand. There's a very short supply of laptops, desktops. They're not selling the product that's on the shelves. You know, you might go in there and see what's on the shelf, but they're not going to sell it to you because a lot of times those products are on loan from the manufacturers, Microsoft, HP. They're not going to sell you the floor model.
Nope.
And they're definitely not going to give you a discount, so stop asking because everybody's buying stuff right now.
Yeah.
So, you know, it is what it is. Even if you go to Amazon right now and look up, like, you know, refurbished or their renewed lines, my distribution of getting, you know, factory refurbished or off-lease business equipment is like next to zero. And the prices of product that's available is way too high for the general public right now to understand what, you know, to buy a business laptop, you know, and be able to sell it at a low cost.
Right.
It's just not there. It's not. And, you know, best thing to do is fix what you already have if it's available to be repaired, and, you know, work within your means at this point.
Yeah, sometimes it good just wipe it clean.
Yeah.
And refresh it.
Yes, I mean,
all you really
hard drive
need.
can be replaced in your computer. I mean, I know it's not the ideal solution to invest into it if you don't want to, but at this point, you know, you kind of now we have to go to the nitty gritty and start working backwards and start saying, you know, most of the time I would recommend, you know, if it's half the cost, but if, you know, right now kids have to get back to school,
Yep.
you know, districts are only going to have so much equipment they're going to be able to pass out. And
Right.
It's going to be difficult.
Yeah, so Amazon, Amazon there is, you know, it's kind of funny, you know, you think as big as they are, you would figure they would be able to stock their shelves a lot faster with essential supplies, but even them, they can't keep up with toilet paper
No.
or paper towels and what you do see, it's kind of funny, what you do see there is all from China.
Yeah.
And it'll show up at mid-May.
I believe what's going to happen, there's going to be a big change in distribution and the way things are handled throughout the world.
Oh yeah.
The dependence on, you know, like one company or one country, for instance, is not going to be there anymore. The supply chains are going to have to open up, and
I think this is going to push. I honestly think this is going to push a lot of our manufactured goods to come back to the United States.
yeah.
I really am.
It's going to have to, or you know, or at least source, you know, not only here but other countries too, and open up a little bit more, because just because it's cheap and stuff doesn't always necessarily mean it's right.
Nope.
And
so let's take a look at this. So if we brought a ton of our manufacturing back in, just say our electronic side.
Yeah.
You know, Detroit's dying, so there's a whole city that can become the new Silicon Valley.
So they could retool all those.
Milwaukee.
Yep. Just
Dearborn, Michigan. I mean, Michigan alone has got it's got the infrastructure. So, you know, you don't want to go in and have to rebuild the infrastructure. The infrastructure is there. The electric lines, the water lines, the power lines, the internet lines. It's all there.
Right.
You just got to go in and refurb.
Yeah.
And that would be quick. You know, sometimes it's not quick to refurb, but sometimes it is.
Right.
So now you've got a dead city or a dead state that can go, oh, well, you know what? We could become the next new Silicon Valley. Any of these towns out there or cities out there that have kind of gone to the wayside because they were either coal or cars or stuff like that, there's your perfect rehab right there to become the next electronic hub for, you know.
I was just reading where a small distillery had recently just retooled their
Three Sisters.
Yeah, there was one there, and there was another brand name too.
Yep.
I think.
There's Three Sisters. I think they're in St. Pete. I'm not positive. Maybe Rob can tell me in that whisper in my ear. But they've retooled to make hand sanitizer.
Yeah. And there's another one out west.
Out west that's doing the same
did the
thing.
same.
Yep.
But that's really cool how quickly that they were able to retool and start pushing out.
Amazing, right?
Yeah, it is.
Hanes is making masks. So if Hanes, the people that make our shirts, underwear, socks,
Right.
you know, stuff like that, can retool that quick to be able to start pumping out masks, then
we've had the ability all this time.
all the time. Exactly. Look at Connecticut. Connecticut's dying. You know, people are leaving there. Businesses are leaving in droves. They're right there. They're seacoast.
Yeah.
So that means getting the stuff made and getting it shipped out is quick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's time to rethink your business. Now, like take us for instance. We are a media outlet that have been streaming for almost 17 years. 17 years I've been streaming live video since 2003, right? So, you know, people are starting to call going, hey, we know you mentioned this to us, but now we want to potentially how fast can we start streaming our services?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you can immediately put it on your phone. They're like, well, we're doing that, and it's just not good quality, blah, blah, blah. Is there other systems out there? There is. And we meet with people. Like I met with three churches last week on how to build systems or take what they've got and make it work until this gets through to this. So it's I don't know. It's right now is the time to start rethinking what you do and how you do it. Make I'm not saying take advantage because our prices are not going to go up because we're the COVID and we do something that a lot of people don't do. Anybody can stream with their phone, but to do it well, that's a different story.
Exactly.
So I don't want to, and I'm just saying, but it's just, just I don't know. We got to bring manufacturing back to this country.
Yes.
So we're not reliant on any other country. We should be we are, it's amazing. Everybody wants to be here. Everybody wants to come here, but we don't even support our total in-house systems.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're not here. We can't. If everything, just like right now, if everything went to hell in a handbasket, we are having a hard time supporting our own country.
Right, and that should
never be. Our country should go with you can go away. We're good. We're self-sufficient.
It's not like it's not that you go to the grocery store and you buy groceries and toilet paper for your household. Now you're not. You don't know about the supply chain, where the crap comes from or nothing like that, but, you go out expecting to be able to purchase your products from, X, Y, and Z, and then you bring it home and you supply your family, and the same thing should happen within our country, and, at least a good, a percentage of everything that we are able to get from overseas, we should be able to at least duplicate and make within the United States.
Right.
Because in case something like this or something ever happens, it would, first off, it'd be easier to retool and spin up and be able to, start increasing production.
Right.
Instead of having to start anew. Why send everything overseas? Look at this. Things that I would never have thought, in my field that would be in short supply, are just, they're in short supply.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, this is crazy. It's very simple stuff, and yet it's not there. It's not around because it's not made here.
So I'm going to talk about this next article real quick. I got about 20 minutes left. We're doing good on time here. The CDC is using Microsoft Healthcare chatbot service to create coronavirus symptom checker. So is this like where you go on and go, this is how I feel, this is what it is, it assesses you and go, yeah, you need to go get checked, or no, you're fine, stop being a hypochondriac?
I think that's a good idea because they need to take some of that stress off of, number one, the hospitals, and number two, call, physical human beings having to be, in a call center to make those, calls. So yeah, that's a cool idea. Not only that, it could be a good way to source what's happening from a particular region. For instance, if a lot more phone calls start coming in saying, this is what's happening, and everybody answers within, certain guidelines, they could start even picking up a hotbed of, of the virus spreading in a region even before people start dumping themselves into the hospital or whatever. So,
well, I'm reading the article, and it's, and it's real. It makes sense. It goes on their self-checker bot and it asks questions of, it's already built with the CDC guidelines in it, right?
Yeah.
So you get in there and it says, do you have this? And they're calling the people that are calling worried well, the worried well. So you get in there and it asks, asks certain questions. And then if you if you rank high enough on those questions,
Right.
if you get so many tattlers, it hands you off to a doctor instead of people calling 911 or people going to the ER and overloading the system. Go through this first.
Right.
If this says, hey, yeah, you know what, you might not be.
Put
Yeah.
put that information out to the public and let them start using it.
Yeah, well, they
I
are.
think, yeah.
They said they did 4,000 sessions.
40,000.
40,000, yeah, and it opened up on March 8th, right? And says 40,000 sessions and more than 6,000 handoffs to video consultation so far.
Now think about that though. 40,000, but only 6,000 were handed off.
Right.
So if you had 40,000 people suddenly jump into the hospital saying, "I feel sick," whoa, you
Yeah.
know,
The
this
ERs
is
couldn't handle it.
Yeah, this is great. This is great. This definitely cuts down on
Way to go, Microsoft. And now I'm not a big Microsoft person, but I'll tell you right now, and this one right here, I am all about Microsoft helping out. So, let's see. Also, the next one we're going to make fun of. Twitter will not take down a tweet from billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk where he said children are essentially immune. Oh yeah, I keep doing that to Rob. So I guess Elon took it upon himself to tell everybody in America or the world that the kids are immune. The kids are not immune.
No.
It's just so far this hasn't really attacked them.
Right.
I think we had a case of a 17-year-old in Tampa that had it, but he had a compromised immune system.
Right.
But the thing of it is, there's young people. I'm not young. I'm old. I'm old as dirt, actually. There are 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, and 40-year-olds that have gotten it, but they've gotten over it quickly. And if they have, and I don't think anybody has died, but if it's attacking them in a bad way, that's because they had an immune system issue.
It could be either. I think what's going on too is that not just an immune system issue, but also an overactive immune system. That's usually what ends up happening when the body starts attacking itself, and its response to the disease is so much so that causes inflammation in the lungs and bronchial tubes and stuff, and he puts everybody into either having people who have asthma are more susceptible to issues like that, or maybe not. But still, I think it's really about and children, their immune systems are really not that developed,
Right?
So they're less apt to go into a haywire type situation.
Yeah, and unfortunately, folks, now the CDC is saying whether you like it or not, all you non-vaxxers, it's time to get your kids vaccinated.
Yep.
Just saying. But anyway,
I haven't heard anybody say anything about that either. Out there.
There are. You just got to write. You got to be in the right. Got to be in the right Facebook chats.
Oh,
or
my
Facebook
bad.
streams.
I told you
So,
guys.
Guess who went down for the second time last week?
Well, this is odd. I don't understand how Microsoft is going down, because during Christmas time, they don't go down.
Xbox Live went down for the second time. Now, this was the story from last week. Because of the amount of kids playing Xbox.
No. That don't use that. That's an excuse. That's just they're just using because Christmas time everybody gets the either new Xbox or they got the new games coming out.
Right.
Everybody slams the system.
Right.
Okay. Holiday time. So no, it's not. No, that's their servers did a Windows update and crashed. That's what happened. Get over it, Microsoft. We know the damn system doesn't work properly.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, we know you're having problems. Well, I think a lot of the thing that's happening too is it's just the internet itself is overwhelmed.
Yeah, now I will say yes, the internet definitely, and that's going to be mostly caused by not just gamers and stuff, but so many people are remoting from home. The networks are just becoming over congested.
Right.
And I don't think really Microsoft physically went down. I just think they just lost connection.
I think that's exactly what it is. I agree with you. Microsoft may have been having some glitches themselves because of the internet side of it, but I think it's just a total. I'm sitting here watching our Facebook stream right now, and by the way, everybody, just to let you know, until this whole thing is over, we are now live streaming on WeBeamTV.com, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So we're carrying 4 platforms.
Right.
That allow everybody to continue to watch our stuff. And then we'll keep throwing up the, hey, support the station.
From
blah,
the
blah,
comfort
blah.
of your couch.
Yeah. So Google has done, they've canceled their I/O 2020,
Yeah.
which, well, I'm not, it is what it is. Everybody and their brother's canceling stuff.
It's
so
the not so biggest event of the year.
No, yeah. E3 got canceled.
Yeah, oh, geez.
And that's...
we could do E3. You know what? I don't care. We can do
Virtually.
it virtually.
You betcha
All
we
these
can.
manufacturers could sit here and show us videos of all their product, and they can do the exact same thing. We can all, and they could allow all of us to come view it without paying a pretty penny.
AT&T gave California stores talking points to explain to law enforcement why they're open. So I guess California is in a mandatory shutdown.
Oh, God.
It's supposed to be essential businesses only. Fire, police, news, hospitals, grocery stores. I'm going to give my the Walmart that we normally go to is on 54 and Little Road. And I'm going to give them kudos because I'll tell you what, we went in there. I just needed some potatoes because I forgot potatoes. We went in there Saturday and thinking, there won't be any eggs, there won't be any milk, there won't be any bread. Bread was sketchy. Plenty of eggs, plenty of milk, plenty of water, plenty of potatoes.
It's kind of hit and miss in different places.
And but they just, the store looked normal.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. We went to one Walmart up on past 52.
Yes.
Okay, so you walk in and everything on the food side looked like zombie apocalypse. Everything on the clothes. Sorry about that, Rob.
Gotta go.
Covis. No, that's been tickling. And everything on the normal side, like clothes and all that, 100% fine.
Yeah.
It's just such a fine dividing line that it's like it's so weird. You walk, but that one up there, past 52, dude, it looked like a zombie apocalypse at that place.
I've seen. I went to one that had no eggs, no milk, no bread. It was just everything was gone. I'm like, this is kind of weird. Eggs is gone. There's nothing going on with the chickens, and we're done with that stuff. And so we went to another Walmart on the way home, and I'll just stop in here. Eggs for days.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a second. This is getting
Doesn't make
kind
any
of weird.
sense, right?
No, this is getting weird.
Rob just said if you start hoarding coffee, the death toll will rise. Just saying. It's weird. Here's the thing about I have noticed this. You know what a food desert is?
No.
Okay, so they
Never
call
heard it.
areas. Okay, so the area we're in here is on the edge of a food desert. And a food desert is a population of typically 5 miles. And the only thing in that 5 miles are fast food restaurants or 7-Elevens or mom and pop stuff. There's no big retail like a Publix or a Winn-Dixie.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they call those food deserts. If you get past 52 and going up, it's a food desert. Walmart. If you drive 19 all the way up, there are Publix, but they're sporadically.
Right.
So everybody in those outlying areas, that when you have to drive 15 minutes to your house, it's called a food desert. And those stores typically sell out faster than any. I could go down here to Aldi and save a lot, and then there's a Publix, and then there's a Winn-Dixie, and I think that's it for this area where I'm at. That right there, we're on the edge of a food desert because we have Hudson and Brooksville kind of on that edge.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the food desert stores that are on the fringe of, those stores sell out the fastest. Or if you're in a population like New York City. I don't know if you've ever been to New York City.
No, I lived in New York. I've never lived in New York City.
Yeah, I worked in New York City, and even those are all the little bodegos and the little mom and pop stuff like that. There's no major. There are a couple, but believe it or not, New York City can be considered a food desert.
Oh, okay.
Because there's no big, massive public
distribution
stop
type,
and shops
yeah.
stuff up there at Stop and Shops, and there's a couple other ones. But if every citizen, that means you live in that city. If every citizen went to every food store in there, they couldn't buy essentials.
Right.
Food desert, right? Mm-hmm. You would think the biggest, one of the most compact cities in the whole wide world, New York City, Manhattan, whatever, wouldn't be a food desert, but it is.
Wow.
Because if they closed the bridges and you were stuck on that island, there's not enough food. There's plenty of restaurants, but still, that you can't count those restaurants as part of the food chain to survive. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, I learned that term 4 or 5 years ago from a client that we had. And he kept using the word food. You're a food desert. You don't have the pure essentials to live.
Exactly.
I can go over to McDonald's and get a burger, but once McDonald's goes away and all these fast food restaurants go away.
Yeah, you shut down the restaurant,
Right.
shut down the...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of surprised that Cisco and U.S. Foods and these kind of companies aren't working with these restaurants to say, if you need bread, we'll sell you bread, because they have it.
All right.
The Cisco warehouses are, and those kind of places they're pretty full.
I could imagine they probably are...
They're not moving a lot of product
not
right
moving
now.
a lot of product right now.
So you would figure they'd call up, hey, Publix, if you need some, some supplementary supplies, we've got it. I guarantee you they got toilet paper. I guarantee you Dade Paper's got toilet paper.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yep.
So there you go. Sam's Club, call it Dade. That's free advice right there. I'm not a doctor, just play one on social media.
That's right. And don't.
But anyway, so what are you doing right now to combat this whole stay home thing?
Well, I do what we've always done, except for, I got projects around the house that I still have to get done, so I'm taking that time to get those projects done. Not really going out on the weekends. If we're going to go fishing, maybe we'll just go up by the pier and go fishing, nothing major, spectacular.
Right.
But I already have a large family, so I have... I just buy what I already have, and I have enough stuff to last for quite some time.
Have you started rationing food yet?
No. I mean,
Toilet paper, towels.
Yeah, toilet paper, maybe a little bit more. Maybe to use.
Ease up on it, guys. Ease
take
up on
it easy. Take it.
Don't kill us. Oh my God.
Yeah. Don't come in my house.
Yeah, we're not having anybody over.
We got a Ring doorbell. What do you want?
There you go. I mean, our business wise, we're open.
Yeah.
Because it's three of us.
All right.
I've got Rob, me, and then we have an intern, Josh.
And just take your normal precautions.
Like when we're done here, this right here gets sanitized.
Right.
The mics get sanitized. These are my earplugs, so I'm good. Yeah, we just Lysol down everything, and we're good.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's not like we have 1,000. I mean, I'd love to have 1,000 people here.
Right.
But we don't. We're just
And
small.
big corporation has to think about it in that fashion. They only have so many employees. They can only clean so much. You have 30 product on the shelf, and you got the people that are walking around. They're testing out all the, like at Best Buy, for instance, testing out all the computers, touching them, flicking on the keyboard.
Oh, yeah.
Touching the screens, The guys are not going around wiping all those down, and everybody's going around and touching the technology, grabbing the stuff on the shelf, putting it back,
Well, Lysol said if you spray it, it's 99.99% sanitized.
Well, that's perfect.
Why do you have to wipe anything down? That's what I'm saying. We got Lysol, too, and none.
All those iPads, psst.
Done. Well, iPhone came out and said it's okay to use Lysol wipes on
after all those years saying that you're not supposed to. So
Amazing.
tell us. Oh, but then all of a sudden they lifted they lifted on the amount of product you can buy. Not a problem. Go ahead and use those Lysol wipes.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, it voids your warranty.
Yeah. Sorry about
Oops.
that.
I don't know. I don't see this. I'm hoping it doesn't last more than 30 days because in April.
I think Florida, for instance,
Yeah.
is kind of just getting started with its round of situation.
Right.
So I really think that we're probably. I foresee the governor probably putting tighter restrictions in within this week or by the beginning of next week. I think tighter restrictions will probably come into play. Which then things are probably going to hit the fan, and people are going to be a little bit more nervous than they are today.
Yeah.
But stay calm, do what you got to do. If you got to go grocery shopping and stuff, just be normal. Do what you're going to do, the grocery stores are not going to go away.
We're not coming. It's not the apocalypse.
As far as delivery services are concerned, just go to the store maybe to let them put it in the vehicle for you. You just don't know about the people that are doing the delivery service. They might not be so healthy themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you know what? Money, unfortunately, is a big driver. If they have no other job and if they're feeling sick or whatever, I'm pretty sure they will more than happily jump in a car and go get your Grubhub order and bring it to you while they're sick. So it's a great time to get on YouTube and learn how to cook.
There you go.
Really.
My oldest son is like, him and mom are going to buy a stand-up mixer, make their own bread.
That's a great idea.
Hey, look,
that's cool.
All you people buying bottles of water, go to Walmart or go to Home Depot, get a pure water purifier for temporary and put it on your faucet.
Yeah.
And then make your own water.
Make your own water. You don't have to. You're not having to do this forever, so you can
it's
do
just temporary.
You can do it for the next 30 days, so you don't have to go out and do anything else.
All right, everybody. If you've got any questions, we're here. We're not going anywhere unless the governor says Tampa Bay Multimedia need to shut down. Until then, and he already said no to a full shutdown. We just saw the headline come across. So if you got any questions, text Shamans at WeBeamTV.com. If you can, support the station at we'll put that up real quick. We got a Cash App. Yeah, it's on Cash right now. It's Cash App. So if you don't, I'm sorry, it's not a big deal. But we'll take all the support we can get a hold of. In the meantime, Adam,
John,
boom, and all you people out there, wash your hands, stay safe, stay home. If you can stay home, that's cool. We'll see everybody next week.
See you.
Shamans, we understand cause we are the Shamans. Dude, I got this cool thing to show you. Really, man? Yeah, it's far out and technical and stuff. Awesome. Yeah. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Cool.